I'm going to close it with this. Ryan, I want you to come up here. So there's a running joke in our family of who is the favorite. And I think for about I think about 18 years or so, I held the title. It was all about me. It was my show. And we may or may not have a number one contender sitting here at this table right here. She's 7 months pregnant. In January, she might take that. But I think it's very clear who's going to win tonight, and I want everyone to raise their glasses. Okay? And I want to present to Ryan the Hinckley Family Championship of the world. Ryan Hinckley, everybody. Thank you, guys. Let's have a good time tonight, huh?
That's incredible. Y'all give it up.
Welcome, everyone. We've assembled here today in the presence of God to celebrate and support the marriage of Ryan and Rosemary. They thank everyone who is here in Savannah, the city where they met, and they especially thank those who've traveled to join them. They also welcome everyone who is watching from across the world too. Today, we've come together to reflect on marriage. Marriage is about the celebration of love and how it manifests itself around us. Marriage is the clasping of hands, the joining of hearts, the union of two lives as one. When we marry, we promise to love not only as we feel right now, but also as we intend to feel. In marriage, we say not only I love you today, but also I promise to love you tomorrow, the next day, and always. Marriage is also a place of freedom to fully express who you are, knowing that you have someone there to support you when you fall, encourage you when you're discouraged, and most importantly, applaud your successes. Because marriage is about love. Love is the condition in which the happiness of another person is essential to your own. It's a tangible force.
Rosemary, as I look back on these amazing 2 years with you, it fills my heart with a love and happiness I never knew was possible. There are endless amounts of moments I wish we could experience again. I wish I could relive the moment we met on a chance encounter at the Grove. You may have shot me down for a brunch date the next morning, but I'm glad I didn't give up. Our first couple of dates, I was so nervous and excited because you were so beautiful. I will never forget waiting for you at Bell Napoli at the window table, and as soon as you turned the corner and came into view, my stomach was filled with butterflies. I was especially nervous when Mr. Banks and I met, and he growled at me because a new man had entered his mom's life. I'm glad that he accepted me though, because I don't think he would have kept me around if Mr. Banks didn't like me. I will miss the times when we met each other's families and spent our first holidays together. You have such an amazing family that loves you so much, and I'm so happy to be a part of it now. I will never forget your overwhelming love and support for me during my challenges, successes, and failures. These past 2 years, you've completely changed my life and made me the happiest version of myself. I truly feel that you complete me and that I was made for you. Although I wish I could relive the moments that brought us to this point, the sweet feeling of what is to come is incredible. Waking up every morning next to the most beautiful, smart, and caring girl that I get to call my wife is an absolute dream come true. I promise as your husband to always support you and care for you no matter how hard it gets. I always strive to make life adventurous and exciting together. I promise to be a true partner in life with you, to make decisions both easy and difficult together with you. I promise to be an amazing father to our future kids. I cannot wait to start a family with you because I know that our children will have a mother that absolutely adores them and fills their life with happiness. Finally, I promise to grow old with you, not just as your husband, but as your best friend. Rosemary, you are undoubtedly my best friend, and it makes me the happiest man in the world to make you my partner in life. Despite the amount of time we had to spend apart, while I was deployed, we continued to write love letters back and forth. At the end of almost every letter, I would end with the same phrase. This phrase has special meaning to me because I feel that it was destiny that brought us together when I returned from Afghanistan, and hard work and pure love that kept us together while I was in Germany. So I'll end with this. Rose, I love you more than you could ever know, and I would go to the end of the world and back for you. You look so beautiful.
You didn't even remind me of my little dress.
You look amazing, babe.
You look so handsome.
Thank you. You look incredible.
Romantic relationships progress, just like life, starting in infancy and finally reaching maturity. Once you've moved through a patch of real life with someone, you learn a lot about them. The depth of their kindness, the strength of their integrity, and that staying power of that sense of humor. The bonds of marriage are truly formed through the amalgamation of great experiences and even the small things. They range from the really big things like merging your lives together in a world often filled with uncertainty, and the small things like enjoying hiking and watching TV on the couch that show you the person you're meant to be with is there right beside you.
Please be seated.
Sorry.
Okay. Ryan, I knew from the beginning that I had met someone who was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of special. I met you during one of the hardest yet most exciting seasons of my life, a season of change and new beginnings. From the start, you flooded my life with overwhelming joy and grounded me with just your presence alone. You have such a gentle and selfless way of showing your love. You have embraced me for me, flaws and all. You have shown me never-ending support and what it means to invest in someone else's dreams other than your own. You have shown me what it feels like to love someone wholeheartedly and unconditionally. You know more than anyone that I am prone to overthinking, but it didn't take me long to realize that you were my missing piece, the love of my life, and my best friend. Our relationship may have been fresh and new when you told me that you had plans to be sent to Germany for 9 months, but it was in that moment that I knew my heart would be forever yours. Typical me would have come up with all of the reasons why this wouldn't or shouldn't work, but instead I found myself diving headfirst and falling more in love with you every day. And while this year has had its fair share of challenges and we have spent a majority of it loving one another from afar, here we stand today, proof that this love knows no distance. This love can overcome anything, and this love will always win. I promise that wherever this life leads us, we will always go together, because your heart will forever be the place I call home. I promise to always warm your feet up every night, even though it feels like actual torture. I promise to always make you laugh when you're taking yourself too seriously. I promise to always say yes to brunch. I promise to support your dreams and encourage you to always be the best version of yourself, even if that means having a bike set up in the middle of our living room. And more than anything, as your wife, I promise to always pursue you, fight for you, and love you unconditionally and wholeheartedly for the rest of my life. I stand here the happiest I've ever been, knowing that reality feels even better than my dreams. I love you with my whole heart, Ryan, and I promise to love you more and more every day. Loving you is the greatest adventure, and I'm forever yours.
May your marriage be blessed with love, peace, and happiness. Rosemary and Ryan, today you've expressed your love and dedication to each other in front of me, in front of God, in front of your friends and family, here and afar. So it's with all of this in mind, and by the authority vested in me by the state of Georgia, that I'm happy to announce you are husband and wife and publicly present you for the first time as Mr. and Mrs. Ryan Hinckley. You may kiss the bride.